Comrades, I am Admiral Andre, and welcome back to Realpolitiks. We've been in quite a mess in the last episode, and I am very much hoping that we can turn things around now, especially in terms of the global economy, even though we don't have any control over that, but it does seem to be in an upswing again. So I'm very much hoping that soon this will translate into actual growth again for us, because the current tax situation is entirely unsustainable, but it's been the only way in which we've managed to actually get any money. Otherwise we would be running up even more debt. But anyway, that is an ongoing goal. Also, I have to mention Comrade Blub 340 has graciously told me in the previous episode in a comment that right next to the nuclear button, I totally forgot about this, is the place where we can deal with the separatism once and for all. And you know, even though it's way too expensive for us to actually deal with right now, it is something that we should do as soon as possible, because we'll save money in the long run, because we keep spending money to pacify them or to then put the rebellion down, and eventually it's going to surpass the cost that we would have paid anyway to calm the thing down permanently. So vielen Dank, Blub 340, very much welcome feedback there. So let's see, we must first open up all of our notifications here from our advisors. Heavy war losses, that's still ongoing. I want an actual, number on this. 141. That's horrific. I don't know what the max is on that, or what it actually translates to in a real life situation, but that is still tremendously high. But it is going down by 5 per month, partly due because we're working on that rebuilding. So that should help, but I wish it did go faster. Then we still have North Korea in the UN spotlight now. I wonder what they're doing. Are they in a bloc? Yes, they are in the bloc of the People's Republic, but I think they must have been trying some of their old antics. That's why they're in the target there, but I don't see any wars at the moment. Then economy modernization is about a year away, and protectionist agricultural market is about 260 days away, so the better part of a year. Negative GDP growth. I always think it's ironic that we say it's negative growth, because it's not growth at all, it's decline. So anyway, let's go back to the flow of time and see what comes next. Yes, I think we should drop taxes. That's the first thing, at least to a point where we are still making some money every month, but not bleeding everyone totally dry in the country. That's going to just sabotage us, and immediately the economy starts growing again. So there is indeed a very clear relationship between taxes and GDP growth, which one can expect, but there we go. I think also the benefit here is the world economy is in the positive now, so that's also what's helping us a great deal. So I think we really should start paying off this debt again. Let's just pay whatever we have, 541, and just keep doing it in little bits like that. Otherwise we're never going to get anywhere. And I'm very much afraid that we're going to start seeing these international projects now for undersea bases and that sort of thing. And we really have to be on top of that, otherwise we won't get the score to propel us to first place. So yes, that's another thing. Let's look at the stock exchange. What's happening there? The US needs a bit of tender loving care there. Let's give them that and see if we can't diplomatically improve our relations. Just to see. Oh no, never mind that. It's very expensive, partly because of the distance there, but it will translate into more money for us. So, what else? Let's see. Nothing much happening now. I guess it's a slow start to 2034, so let's speed it up a little bit. We can also start getting some cores on the Mashriq territory, I think, just for the future. I'm not sure what the time limit on those cores are, but at least then we'll be ready. Diplomatic summit crisis, and it always seems to be Russia. Last time it was also Russia. Every single time they're in a spat with some other country, which I guess is not far from real life. A recent summit ended. We've seen this many times. I guess we're going to keep supporting Russia just so we sort of stay on good terms with them. Political scandal, oh dear, the leader has been up to no good again. Take some secret tapes, stir in a few unfortunately uttered words, and add a pinch of meddling journalists. It's the perfect recipe for unwanted problems, indeed. So commence interrogation seems a bit harsh, or fires those involved. Unhappiness goes down, unhappiness goes up. I'd rather have unhappiness go up, because you can see we have actually 4% unhappiness now. So that actually unhappiness shouldn't go up though, it should come down. But we don't have the action point, so oh well, fire those involved. We are pretty much tying ourselves there. We don't have a choice. War between Russia and Poland. Well, there we go. Soviet Union is again trying to reassert itself. And war between Pakistan and India. And we're 7th place, which sadly means we don't get any bonuses there. I wonder who's going to end up winning this one. We know Pakistan went bankrupt after the wars in the previous campaign, so let's hope that doesn't happen again. I'm really enjoying not seeing the Pakistan is bankrupt message the whole time. Someone conducted decreased relation in block operations against our country. We weren't able to catch their agents. Yes, that could be Iran or Mashriq. It's difficult to say. The stock exchange in Greece was closed, and of course we've seen the wars. So Poland is definitely going to be defeated. You can see it's already turning against them. 44, look at that. Look at the size of the army. Putin is not messing around. If he's still in control in Russia. He must be a very old man by now. Ride for peace. Some political activists are doing a group motorcycle ride through the country. How should we respond? Well, that seems nice. I wish I could join them. Have them all arrested? What? For peace? They just want peace. Or I guess it's, well, ride for peace, but they're political activists, so I don't really know what they want. But I'm not going to do that. So we get unhappiness anyway, but we get less if we just let them be. Ooh, Pakistan is getting it this time. Is it successful? Yes, it is on the army, and they lost 21 units, which is not insignificant. Although they do bring a lot. Look at that! India's bringing 183 infantry. That's crazy. So we have our protectionist agricultural situation in place, and we get some score, but now we need growth. Look at that, it's shrinking again. Is it the world economy or what now? Yes, it is. Look at this. Just going down again. Because of all the wars, I'm sure. Hey, let's look at our tasks. Is there anything we can do that will help us in this regard? Grow the GDP. Well, we can't do that if the economy is shrinking. I'm not starting a conflict with Cyprus right now. Choose your destiny, either religious, army, or financial. Well, we want the financial, but I don't think we can afford it. We're still doing this one. Financial capital, no, that one is way too expensive. So is this one. We're in a very bad situation right now. Even digital bureaucracy is a totally unaffordable for us. We're busy with this one, so what about collective state farms? Population growth, interventionism, but unemployment will go down. No, I don't want to make debt for this. I really have to avoid this now. I have a terrible habit of creating more debt the whole time. So if there's nothing here, well, we could do fossil fuel energy. What about green? No, green is a little bit out of our reach right now, but we could wait a little while. but I don't want the projects to stand idle. I don't want to go down the fossil fuel focus. I mean, fossil fuel is history. This is the 2030s now. We need to look beyond that. So what about something else? International, maybe. Spy networks? Oh, action points, no. But we need something that's going to give us more action points, if there is such a thing at all. Diplomatic missions should give us, well, less for the block maintenance. So let's do that. So we should free up some action points that we are otherwise spending on the maintenance there. China is oh dear, China's not generating income because they've left. Traitors! Let's see if we can sabotage them. Slander, well, we can't even do that. Well, we'll just have to wait. We anyway have to wait a while before we can re-invite them. So hopefully we can slander them before then. Not good at all. Now we're losing even more money, I think, because, yep, you see there, it's now -20 and growing, or actually shrinking further. Oh dear, yes, let's raise taxes again. Not a good thing, I know, but I can't have us go into the red there. Just as long as we break even, more or less, then I'll be happy. Ooh, this one is much more intense than the South African one. We never faced an economic situation quite like this before. Let's just pause here. I see our bloc member is very unhappy right now. Armenia is thinking about leaving, and I don't want that. We fought a war over them to sort of get them on our side. Can we improve relations? It only costs 12 and 30, so that's worth it. I don't want them to leave us. Can I do a simultaneous investment? Probably not. Maybe I can actually. Yes, I can do two things at once. So let's see. If one fails, then there's a chance that the other one will succeed. Because a 24% chance of them leaving is way too high. Let's see if it works. Come on, Armenia. We've buried the hatchet now. We need to stay friends. It's a dangerous world out here. The Russians will be coming for you soon enough. Peace treaty between the Russians and the Baltic Union is history. But they're kind of busy kicking Poland's backside. And China, of course, opened its stock exchange. Oh, it's a failure with Armenia. So it's a good thing I doubled down with the other one as well. 5 days till the modernization. So I think that will happen first. Yes. Okay, pause again. What does that give us? Well, I think it was more about the tax income, so I think that's a very good timing there. Is there anything else we can do here? Spy rings we can't do because we don't have the... I would think there'd be some technology here, but it's probably just because we don't have the first step there, but it's too expensive. Let's look at other things. Uniques we can't do, it's way too expensive, and I don't want to do the mobilization now. Trade, we don't really need that. We could export some of our minerals, perhaps a small export. That wouldn't be a terrible idea, but the action points are insufficient. Internal politics, let's look around. Let's make some more, thoughtful decisions here. Propaganda, no. Remote education, too expensive. This one, there we go. This takes us on a path that gives us more action points. Internal politics advancement. Improve clearance and understanding of the legal codex. So we're also, doing some housekeeping, cleaning up there and making sure the government is a bit more effective. I think that's always a good thing. Come on, Armenia. It's a failure again. Oh dear. Well, that seems rather unfortunate. Now it's going to be a long time. What about helping them? No, it's also too expensive there. It might be worth it though, but I think I'd rather wait for the other things again. So if they leave us now, then they leave us. Then there's nothing I can do. Then I'll just have to try and get them back again. That's just unfortunate. See, is there no other deals I can make with other countries? I think perhaps that is one area of the game that could perhaps be strengthened a bit, and that is to have more, of these random pop-ups here like this, but it's usually just the same one, like they want money. But what about some other diplomatic ones? That would be really interesting, because we don't really see that, so it's a bit of a pity there. The exchange in Russia was closed, so we could ask them as well. Might not be the worst idea. Failure make an investment, we've seen all of that, and the Chinese traitors. They think they're too good for us, eh? Where are they on the list? Oh, see, they can't even do that properly without our guidance. War in Pakistan. Oh, now they also deal with the riots as well. Same thing that happened with the South African missions, because it seems that when they are engaged in a war, that's opening up a space for the malcontents within the country to rise up. I'm not going to support that, sorry. I'll just say okay, but I don't want to do that. Thank you very much. Not something I'm looking forward to. Then environmental degradation, there's minor problems. I think that might have been tweaked as well, because we've only had the one nuclear attack, but it's pretty much staying on the minor problems for a while now. So that means more unhappiness, less GDP growth globally, I guess. I think this would be globally, and also a drop in population growth. So let's have a look. Where is Armenia again? Can we ask them already? No, it's still 22 days before we can try the improve relations again. Speed it up a little bit. 987654 and try again. This one is very cheap, so I really don't mind doing that a lot. How's our war losses doing? It should be probably under the economy. Indonesia's status has been degraded. Let's just take care of that. And it takes 35 action points, but that really I think is worth it though. The world economy is just going under. It's just staying under the zero mark there. That's really unfortunate. Let's look at this. If I click there, it will take me there. 61. So that's come down quite fast though. I'm really surprised. Success! Okay, we've managed to convince the Armenians that we really are genuine about this whole relationship thing. And in a while we can do the investment again. So we'll see. Let's have a look at the block. Can we do something that will help the economy grow? Maybe this. Common currency. It will cost 6 in our relationship to maintain it, but 0.02% GDP growth is something that we can certainly welcome. More nukes falling. What's new? Let's try that. Okay, pause. Who did it now? Failed attack by India. So India doesn't seem very restrained in its nuclear habits this time. Let's look at the environmental degradation. It's back where it started again. Not good. So who can we ask? Well, the Russians love us because we keep supporting them. So maybe we should go with them just for now. 17, I mean, because we are close geographically, but also close in terms of relationship, means that we will get more money out of the deal. So let's invite them. Later on, if they ever start messing with Armenia, we'll obviously have to deal with them, but hopefully that won't be soon. And they give us 40, which is more than any of our other partners. Good. So I guess that was for the best. Common currency, that should help. Highest unhappiness is in Mosul, so we better not ignore that. So what does Iraq want? Looks like some military thing. Our country is on the verge of civil war. The Middle East is never a peaceful place in this game, but I guess that's true to life. We could use the help of an international military mission to help us keep the peace. We'll send you some people, but I think then I'm just going to be drawn into that again. -2 relations is not the worst. Money minus 300. No. Now it's, I'm afraid I'm going to have to copy Donald Trump now and say this is Turkey first. Turkey first. We can't spend money on other people when we don't have our own house in order. So you are on your own. I anyway want to conquer you eventually, so make it easier for me. Let's see if we can start getting some cores. That was the other thing. Action points 300 though. Unfortunately, my ambition is being tempered there. India is winning by 28%. I think it's not going to go well for Pakistan because they have to split their attention again, and that's never a good thing in a war. North Korea, Pakistan, India and Iran are all in the spotlight now. I wonder why Iran is in the spotlight. Maybe they were trying some diplomatic things against us or some spy actions, but they were caught. That's usually a good reason for getting some bad attention. Is everyone else okay around here, around the neighborhood? Let's see if we can invest a bit more. No, we can't. What about the UAE? Keep clicking the wrong thing. 221 and so on, but I think we need to do this more aggressively now because the benefits can really outweigh the costs with these investments. So I have to stay on top of that now. That's the way we can get our action points back. Please continue. There's Serbia. I think they want something to do with action points. They'll give us action points. That's interesting. We're willing to share some of our IT solutions with you for a good price. It'll cost us 1,000 though for 200 action points. That's not worth it. Sorry, Serbia. Good attempt though. France, Spain, nothing else happening. Pretty quiet in Europe at the moment. And always in Africa. Africa seems to be one of the most stable places in the game. Apart, of course, from the war between Angola and the Congo. Nothing in the Americas. Nope, doesn't look like it. Oh well. Deep sea exploration. There we go. Now we're going to start sinking money into this thing. The very bottom of the sea still hides many surprises. It's time to finally explore it fully. I definitely agree with that. Those who reach it first will claim its treasures for themselves. Dive, dive, dive. So start the funding project and pause. Let's have a look at it. Oh, action points. At least there's a third place as well. They all get a core on Deponia, so interesting. Oh well, we'll just have to do it as soon as the investment pays off, I hope anyway. And I see our friends are getting rowdy again in Mosul. Oh dear. Failure in UAE, so that didn't work as planned. Can we do something? Oh, it takes such a long time before we can invest again. I guess we're gonna have to pay this thing now. We don't have enough to pay the permanent culture conversion here in Mosul. That's 2,000. Well, we're close to that, but the action points is crippling us. Calm down level low. I guess that's for all of them. Do it. Do it. Just calm them down temporarily. Iraq wants help rebuilding, but we also need help rebuilding. Let's see. Make an investment. Do it. Let's see if Armenia is going to treat us better now. Belarus gets cozy with Russia, which they tend to do. Belarus has realized the benefits of being closer to Russia. Their alliance just got even stronger. So they were going the way of peaceful association with Russia. But Poland didn't actually lose anything. Maybe their government was changed or something like that. UFO! Last night an unidentified flying object was spotted over our country. There's a lot of excitement and panic in the air. People are calling us endlessly. What are we going to do? Well, the first thing we're going to do is not deny it, like people tend to want to do in real life. I say investigate it. Let the rumor live its own life. It was probably nothing. No. We investigated. Action points be damned. Sorry. Now we're back where we started again. Hopefully this investment works. But I've never seen that event before, so maybe it leads to something good. I hope so anyway. But we know there's UFOs flying up there in between the planets. We've seen them many times. UFO mystery resolved. As expected, aliens didn't visit us a few weeks ago. That was actually one of our neighbors' spy drones. Well. That's not very nice of them, but we get 20 scores, so we've solved this mystery and we've debunked the whole thing and exposed the Saudis for their treachery. So, too bad for you, Saudis. We're gonna come for you soon. Well, once we sort out all of our many internal chaoses here. Diplomatic failure again. We don't seem to be good with investment. That's a pity though. We need to ask our UAE friends how they do it. I mean, Dubai is one of the big centers of the world, so they need to know. Oh dear. We're not being able to invest in this undersea exploration now, but too bad for that. I know there'll be more offers later on. Gasoline has never been so expensive as it is now. People are very concerned about the situation. Should we intervene? Release national reserves to stimulate prices. That will cost money, of course. Everything costs money. And we lose some additional resources, but we have enough, I think. Limit distribution costs, action points, interventionism, GDP growth further drops, so that's not an option. Prices will finally settle, it drops even more. We're just gonna have to stimulate the prices and whatnot. We just have to intervene. Diplomatic summit crisis again, this time between China and the US. I'm not really... our relations are pretty even there, so we don't really have too much at stake. Who shall we support? Well, I think I know which one. We're not going to support the US because they attacked us, so we still have a grudge against them, even though they are in our stock market. So we support the People's Republic. Now we're broke again, and the economy is going further down. I'm gonna have to drop taxes. Is that really gonna help though, when we only have 3 money? Internal politics advancement, so that's one thing. Let's see if we can do another one that's not gonna cost anything. Internal politics advancement 2, that's gonna give us action points. So this is exactly what we need. Organize a nationwide contest for the municipalities to promote improvements in management efficiency. Please do it. Carry on. Keep calm and carry on. The war still rages with the rebels. Now Pakistan is winning against them, but I suppose they lost against India. Demilitarization. In accordance with the newly introduced UN resolution, every totalitarian country of the world must reduce their maximum army by 20%, but we're not totalitarian, so that doesn't affect us. Let's just make sure, no, we are authoritarian, so not a problem. Oh, it's such a pity. I wish we could take part in this deep sea exploration. Solomon Islands joined the bloc of South Korea. Loan taken. This is right back where we started. Failure to make an investment. Denmark left the US. US degraded. Failure with the UAE. Peace between Pakistan and India. And more riots and wars are happening in India this time. And I'm not supporting it. Good luck to them. Slovakia left the US. Peace between Russia and Poland. Armenia, let's just have a look, go through all of these. And Spain, there was something there as well. So let's look at this, just improve this if we can afford it. Yes, we can. It gives us a bit more money there. We're still number 2 with the stock exchange. Oh well, Canada's doing quite well. considering they don't have the US in their bloc. Still 7th, nothing is changing. Can I not? Oh dear, we still need a few more. Movie ban. A very nasty film is is scheduled to premiere soon. The picture is highly controversial and various moral groups are pressing us to ban it. I'm not gonna ban it. That's, no. It can cause unhappiness and whatnot, but people can respond to it on an intellectual level. Don't just ban it because they don't like it. No, it's not how things work. And it gives us money. I guess the movie made a lot of profit because it's so controversial. And my alarm is going off again. Oh well, let's continue a little bit more. Block integrator has been implemented, so we now have a common currency and the economy is finally growing again, a little bit anyway, GDP. So let's see, taxes. Let's drop taxes a bit more to 40%. That's still ridiculously high, but it's leaving us actually with a good profit. I guess the world economy is going up now. Yep, you can so easily see when the world economy is going back up. Unhappiness in Mosul. Don't tell me they want more money already. No, it's not a separatist thing. Ah, yes, invest. It's probably a waste, but maybe there'll be countries that don't even bother doing it. So many rebellions. India still has a very big block here. This is still all India. Yep, India, another India, that one's China, that one's India. So that's the scramble for Central Asia. Nothing else, no offers, no deals. I'm sure Donald would be disappointed. He's the king of the deal, so there's no deals to be made. Oh well. I guess we're gonna have to leave it here for now. It's part of our slow road to recovery, but it's something that's obviously going to take a while, and that's part of it. It's been a rough ride here with Turkey so far, but I must say I'm really enjoying it because it's giving more of a challenge than the South African one. And I wonder if that wasn't because of some slight rebalancing with the latest patches. It's possible, and it makes it a little bit more challenging, and that's actually a good thing. So yes, we'll leave it here and let's hope for better investment success next time. I think our diplomatic skill is rather poor at the moment. But yes, anyway, thank you for watching. Have a fantastic day.